I'm gonna show you how to make a 100-gram protein bomb for zero prep in just a minute. Number one, I use this Faye yogurt. I use the 0%. This puppy has 94 grams of protein in it and just under 500 calories. Here's how I do it. I will take fruit punch. I like berry personally, and so I put about half of one of these guys in. You put this guy in, and then we just mix this guy. It actually smells like Yoplait or any of your favorite yogurt brands that we know and loved when we grew up and then later found out they were made by Big Pharma to kill us. Anyways, I like Fruity Pebbles. A cup of this has 140 calories in it and 30 grams of carbs. I pull out my cup rather than mix them in because then they get soggy. What I'll do is I'll sprinkle some on top. I'll peel off the first layer, put the next layer on. They stay crunchy. Still delicious. And for nude pictures of me cooking, check out my OnlyFans.
Okay, well, look, here's some deep concerns I have. I'm sure the intention is good, but one, he mentioned BP and said how they were killing us, but from what I can see, every single thing he's using in there is not organic. That means it's loaded with pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, rodenticides, glyphosate, all of which have devastating effects on your body, on your hormonal system, on neural development, growth and development, brain development. There's tons of research showing this stuff causes cancer. I mean, this is like a disaster for any human body, let alone the body of a child. The other thing is, from what I could see, he was using low-fat yogurt. I might be wrong. Either way, the point is, if you're going to make a protein bomb, it's very important to be conscious of the fact that fat aids in the digestion of protein, and you need fat-soluble nutrition as part of a healthy, well-rounded diet. So one of the things we have to be very conscious of, and I highly recommend all of you go to momsacrossamerica.com, which is Zen Honeycutt's website. You can find interviews with her there where she talks about going into the schools and testing the food given to kids in school lunch programs, which is exactly this kind of stuff from the same kind of factories, and it's loaded with pesticides, and the nutritional value of this stuff is almost non-existent. So number one, if you don't want to poison yourself and keep spending money on commercial farms and farming that's destroying the soil and the entire ecosystem and poisoning nature and you, buy certified organic ingredients. And a lot of people complain that it's more expensive, but they haven't looked into the research on satiation studies, which shows that on average a person reaches satiation, which means the feeling of being full and not needing more food, 30% faster, both animals and humans, because of the increased nutrient density in organic foods. Remember, it costs about 55% of the calories that you eat to run something through your body from mouth to anus to do the work of digesting, metabolizing, assimilating, and eliminating. So if you're eating food that does not deliver more nutrition than it costs to run it through the system, your body actually goes deeper and deeper into starvation while increasing toxicity. And when you're eating this kind of commercial dead garbage, you don't have the nutrients to run your detoxification system. So these are very, very deep concerns. You'd be far better to add, not only use organic ingredients, but if you want to make a protein bomb, add some avocado, some coconut oil, some peanut butter, or even butter, and mix that in. Then you're going to have a balance of carbohydrate-based nutrition and fat-based nutrition and protein. So these are very, very important considerations. The other thing is the chef is quite muscular, but don't let that fool you, because the world is now full of fit, sick people, and I've had to rehabilitate countless numbers of them. As I often say to athletes, never trade your liver for a pair of biceps, because when you're eating stuff like that and you're getting low nutrition food, and you're depleting your body, but you're pushing your body with exercise and forcing your body to build muscle, your body's actually using nutrient reserves that it needs to keep your glands, organs, brain, and body healthy to make muscle, which is a very, very bad trade-off. Having run countless numbers of functional medicine tests on hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of elite athletes, amateur athletes, bodybuilders, and showing them the severe imbalances and depletion that they have while they have all this muscle and look good in the mirror, it's rather shocking to them, and there's only so long you can go doing that before you'll start accumulating fat around your belly button. You'll start losing your muscle definition, and that's a clear sign that you're now in adrenal fatigue and your body is actually starting to break down. And if you talk to bodybuilders, that most of them will tell you every competition they do, it gets harder to lean down because of all the stress they've put on their body from eating incorrectly, eating commercially raised foods, toxifying their body, and starving their body while trying to build muscle. So So you can go look at pictures of him naked if you want to, but if he keeps eating like that, I give you a year or two before he has a health crisis while eating exactly the way he's promoting for you. So we need to all remember that every dollar we spend is either contributing to the destruction of the topsoils of this planet and the ecosystem and your own body, or you're putting in the hands of organic farmers and free-range animal farmers that are taking care of the soil, taking care of the ecosystems, and helping us all live in a healthy environment. If you want to live well, then you have to understand the basics of food nutrition. You can look at my book, How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy. It's a lot in there for any of you, including parents. You can look at the book Nutrition and Physical Degeneration by Weston A. Price. That's also an excellent book. You can go to paleovalley.com and look at their offerings, all top-notch organic foods, including meats. You can go to Organifi.com and look at a wide variety of organically sourced products that are easy to use and great for your kids and taste great. There's many other excellent options out there. So I hope you all take this into consideration, and if you're a parent, please go to momsacrossamerica.com and take a serious look at what's in this exact kind of food that is destroying your children's growth and development and poisoning their bodies and your own. And let's all tighten it up and clean it up. We have serious problems with the environment. We're losing our topsoils, and the rates of disease amongst children of all ages is through the roof, and we need to really pay attention to the fact that our children are our future and we are our future. And if we're eating garbage to try to save money and we're basing everything on how sugary it is and how great it tastes and not realizing that our nervous system and our body is being tricked by food scientists, you might want to read the book Beating the Food Giants by Paul A. Stitt. That will straighten you up. You also might want to get a food additives and preservatives dictionary and start looking up what's in the food you're eating, even though they hide a lot of that stuff on the labels. It'll be quite a shocking education for you. So I think that's important for all of us to consider. Thank you.